Liam Payne's $32.3 million fortune left without a will, a tragic end, a tangled aftermath. The world was left reeling when news broke of the untimely death of Liam Payne, a name synonymous with one of the biggest pop phenomena of the 2010s. At just 31 years old, the former One Direction heartthrob met a sudden and tragic end in October last year, after falling from a third-story balcony at a luxury hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, months later, the shock has been reignited with a heartbreaking twist. Payne died without a will, leaving behind an estate worth a staggering £24.3 million, or $32.3 million. According to newly surfaced reports from BBC and The Guardian, Payne's multi-million-dollar legacy remains in limbo, as his vast fortune, built on chart-topping hits, world tours, and brand endorsements, is now being handled by court-appointed administrators. Chief among them? His former partner and the mother of his son, Cheryl Tweedy. Tweedy, herself no stranger to pop superstardom as a former member of the British girl group Girls Aloud, is stepping into a deeply complex and emotional role. Not just as the administrator of Payne's estate, but as a mother navigating the fallout of a global tragedy for the sake of their 8-year-old son, Bear. But let's rewind for a moment. The fall that shocked the world. Liam Payne's death was as abrupt as it was tragic. In October, while staying at the upscale Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires, Payne fell from a third-floor balcony. What began as whispers on social media quickly erupted into a firestorm of headlines, morning posts, and fan tributes from every corner of the globe. He was in Argentina for what was supposed to be a short, relaxed stay, away from the cameras, the spotlight, the relentless rhythm of fame. But the vacation ended in devastation. A toxicology report later confirmed what many feared. Liam had alcohol, cocaine, and a prescription antidepressant in his system at the time of his death. Despite the presence of these substances, prosecutors quickly clarified this was not a suicide. According to their findings, Payne had fallen while unconscious, adding an even darker layer to an already murky tragedy. Who's to blame? What followed was a whirlwind investigation that sent shockwaves through the Argentine legal system and the global entertainment community. 3 individuals were initially charged with negligent homicide: a close friend of Payne's, a hotel employee, and another staffer. The charges suggested a level of responsibility, perhaps even complicity, in the pop star's final hours. However, those charges didn't stick. After an intense probe, prosecutors eventually dropped the negligent homicide allegations, citing insufficient evidence. Still, the story didn't end there. 2 men, a hotel worker and a local waiter, are still facing serious legal heat. Prosecutors allege they were the ones who supplied drugs to Payne in the critical days leading up to his death. If convicted, the pair could face 4 to 15 years in prison under Argentine law. A superstar's legacy, left unwritten. While legal proceedings continue in Buenos Aires, another battle is brewing back home in the UK, this one over Payne's estate. And it's turning into one of the most emotionally charged chapters of this already tragic story. With no will in place, Payne's fortune is currently locked under legal administration. The responsibility of managing his wealth has now fallen to Cheryl Tweedy and a music industry solicitor, both of whom have been appointed as administrators by the court. Yet, their hands are tied. According to the BBC, neither Cheryl nor the legal representative can distribute the estate until further legal proceedings are completed. That means everything, from Payne's music royalties, assets, property holdings, and more, is in limbo. Even Bear's financial future, at least for now, remains legally unresolved. And fans are asking, How could someone with so much, who had seen the highs and lows of fame, die without taking this vital step? The price of fame, the weight of grief. To understand the complexity behind Liam Payne's final chapter, we need to remember who he was and who he had become. Payne was more than just the boy band pinup with a perfectly tousled quiff. He was one-fifth of One Direction, the British-Irish juggernaut that redefined pop culture in the 2010s. With hits like What Makes You Beautiful, Story of My Life, and Drag Me Down, One Direction became a global movement, and Payne was at the very heart of it. But fame, as it often does, came with a price. Over the years, Payne spoke candidly about his struggles with mental health, substance use, and the pressures of global superstardom. In interviews, he detailed the toll that the relentless spotlight took on his well-being, his relationships, and his sense of self. Even as he launched a solo career and maintained a co-parenting relationship with Cheryl,